Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is a trend that a lot of the YouTubers, excuse me, a lot of the YouTubers have been doing about this game, and I wanted to follow suit because I feel that it's important to get this out there as much as we possibly can, so that COM2US will and Activision will pay attention and hopefully make these changes that their players are very much suggesting. So today I'm going to talk about a few of the issues that I have with this game. I know recently in the patch notes they released a comment saying that, let me find it here, it's this one right here. It's great that they're adding more stuff. I saw that they're adding some new PvP content, which is great. I think they have delayed it until January last I heard, so it's going to be a couple weeks, or I guess a week now. Wow, January's coming up fast, huh? So I'm not sure exact release date, but I did hear that they were delaying it till January. They have some bug improvements, some balancing, skill adjustments, which hopefully is not going to hit Boom Bloom, but I have a feeling it will a little bit there. So, in their comment here, they said, apologize for not being able to provide feedback and opinions that users have given us for release since we've confirmed issue. There are more things being prepared, so continue to send us your opinion. So that's what this video is about. This is about sending the opinions of myself, several of my guildmates, some of my subscribers, etc. Speaking of, please hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. This is helping me out a lot. I've grown so much since I started doing the videos in Skylanders, so this is huge. So back to the serious content now. So one thing that I have an issue with so far is the lack of communication, and this has sort of been a trend since this game was released. For example, I didn't actually know they were reworking Skylanders until I saw a post about it on Facebook. I mean, I haven't seen any advertisements for this game since they've been working on the relaunch, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I also haven't heard anything back from the developers. I know Kaboom Noodles has been in Malice's Discord, and I've talked with him a little bit, but there's just not a whole, and I'm not blaming Kaboom Noodles, he's a great guy. I just don't see as much communication as I would have liked. I mean, this is the first thing I've seen from them that says that they're hearing us and that they're listening to us, but it's been several weeks now, and we've been raising some of these issues for a couple weeks, and this is the first I've heard of it. So maybe a little more communication would have been much nicer. It would have, you know, helped people. It helps people stick around more, so that they know that, you know, they're being heard. But if you haven't seen what the changes are, I'll link Childish's videos in the description. He goes over them really well, and this is more about things that I think they need to improve. So number one, communication. Number two is more content, obviously. I mean, a lot of people have finished every single content, all the content in this game since release, and it's only been what, about a month? I think I finished it in like 3 weeks, maybe even less than that. So I mean, I've done the top floor of Cyclops, I've done Mirage Tower 50. I haven't done all of this stuff yet, but I mean, this is only for a few gyms, so maybe that's what's next, but I'm not too concerned about that one. I mean, there's nothing left for me to do except for PvP, which you're limited to 10 times a day, which I think they're changing. And even that just gets kind of tedious, especially since I fight the same people over and over again. Maybe that's just because of the rank I'm at. And the rewards are okay but a lot of the really good stuff is limited. So most of my days are pretty much just spent here in 4-7 hard farming gold, because, and that comes to the next issue I have, which is the gold issue. So gold is used for everything, which is obviously the case for a lot of games like this, but I just wanted to sort of show you what I mean by kind of how ridiculous the gold is right now. So as you can see, I've done C6 a few times, and I have 2 legendaries here, legendaries 6 stars. And I just wanted to show you how much it costs to power this up. I mean, look at this, 1,500. Okay, ether shards, not too bad. I mean, you can get probably, I think I can get like 20k ether every 30 minutes or something. I mean, maybe not that much, but ether is pretty easy to get if you just farm C5 over and over again, super quick. Again, I'll link the video of my ether and gold farming guide in the bottom in case you want to take a peek at those. And then gold, I mean, look at this, 82k gold. That's like, that's almost, so I get about 115, 130-ish gold per 20 runs on 4/7. So one chance at power up of this rune is literally like 75% of that 20 times run, and that takes like 30 to 40 minutes depending on if I'm leveling other Skylanders. So I'm stuck just using the same units, farming the same stuff over and over and over again. It's so painful for me to use this gold and this ether. I haven't actually touched it in a day or so. That's why I have 1.5 million and then 31k ether. Not only is this super expensive, but I mean, take a look at the power up rate. It's 37.5%. So we're talking like okay, so if we take the average of that, it's about a third, right? So on average, it will take 82,000 times 3 to get to a power up, which is more math than I want to do right now because I am on vacation. So I'm just going to multiply this with my calculator. 246,000 gold. So that's almost 2 full runs, if not 2 full runs of 4/7 hard, 20 times, which is nuts, right? Like I said, gold is used everywhere. In other places, is if you go to the combination of stuff. So, for instance, I've really been working on trying to get Mysticat geared up. He's now super boosted too, and I actually have the materials to super boost him again. But the problem I'm finding is that I need more keys. And to get more keys, I either need to summon, but you can also buy them from the light shop here. You're limited to 10 a month, but you can get them from the light shop here. However, you need these transcendent materials here, which you can get by one, if you have a fully super boosted legendary and you summon that legendary again, you get a super boost material. Or and it's the same for all of them. So I believe it's called Imaginite. Yeah, so you get Imaginite for every unit that you've super boosted fully, and then you summon again. So as you can see, I have a ton of green and a ton of blue. And it's great because that means that I could easily get these legendary Imaginite, right? But I mean, just the cost of this, like for me to even just from the green Imaginite to the blue Imaginite, it's going to take me 5 million gold, which is probably like 3 or 4 days of 12-hour farming. I mean, it's nuts. Now, then I would have to upgrade the purple here, which is another 3.4 million. Is that right? 3.4 million? Yeah. But that's without all of the materials that I would have gotten from the green, which is going to be another, what? How many extra would I get? It almost doubles this, right? So it's going to be another 3 million. So about 6 million just to get to the purple. And then every one of these, it's 600,000 gold. Okay, so I understand, and I want to give COM2US a little bit of credit because this is something that I've thought about. I understand that it's a little bit different doing this than it is doing other games because we only get the Skylanders once, right? So in a game like Summoner's War, you can summon the same units over and over again and use them. You don't have to sacrifice them to scale up or to power up or whatever. But in this, we only get them once, right? So once you summon it once and then you summon it 5 more times, you just get materials for boosting other units, right? So we are limited to a certain amount of Skylanders by the fact that we can't have duplicates. And so I understand why they would want to make powering up harder and not harder necessarily, but take longer. But the issue I have is getting gold, right? So I wanted to make a few suggestions about getting gold and about getting more ether to help, because it would take like a week and a half or 2 weeks to power up 1 6-star ether. And obviously ethers are replaceable, and we'll be getting better ethers as we go, and we want to build our Skylanders differently and stuff like that. So the ether powering up should not take 2 weeks to power up 1 6-star ether, okay? I mean, a lot of people, I don't know of anybody that's actually using 6-star ether because it doesn't make any sense because of how many materials it takes to level up right now. So So I wanted to give a couple suggestions about how this issue could be mitigated, maybe not necessarily fixed, but help a little bit. And that is one, let us sell Ether. I would love more than nothing to spend my time in Cyclops C6 getting those 6-star Ether, and at the same time getting gold and getting the Ether pieces. So just add gold to this. There's no reason we shouldn't get gold while doing this farming, right? Even if it's only like a couple of 3,000 or 4,000 every time we run it, okay? That would help. I mean, right now I don't think we get anything, if any at all. It's very little. The other thing I think that they could do is allow us to sell and recycle the Ether. So if we go to our Ether right now, when you want to get rid of a piece of Ether, we'll just go to this 2-star. I don't know why I have this. We can only recycle, right? So we go to an Ether, we can recycle it, right? Which means that we get Ether pieces from it. Why not just add a sell button, you know? Let us choose between selling it or recycling it. Give us more gold based on the quality of it or the star rating of it. And then this will make things less painful, I think, because I don't think we'll be getting that much more gold from places like 4-7 hard, because it only drops 2- and 3-star Ether and 1-star Ether. But having that sell button will give us a little bit extra boost, and also will let us, like I said, farm C6 when we need to. So we can, I mean, in games like Summoner's War, basically in game you're sitting in these dungeons at the end anyways, just farming them over and over again, which is, I think, what most of us expected when we came into Skylanders, which is fine. I mean, that's what we expect going into these games. That's what's going to happen, and that's fine. But I didn't expect to be sitting on something that I beat a week and a half into the game trying to get gold, and most of my time is spent gold farming. I'll say it. I mean, I spend a little bit of time Ether farming, but like I said, I go to Cyclops C5 or C2 and I farm that for I don't know, 3 or 4 20 runs, and then I'm good on Ether until I get like 3 million gold. So so let us get gold from C6, whether it drops naturally or we can sell the Ether, or both ideally. Obviously, I think that it would benefit us all if it was cheaper to power these up, or make the power rate at lower levels go up. So those are my 2 suggestions: either half the cost or more than half the cost, maybe, for the legendary, and keep the power up rate the same, because then there's still that element of luck, and but it doesn't cost literally all of our money to power up like 3 times. Or increase the rate at +1 to 100%, and then, you know, gradually go down, similar like other games like Summoner's War, and gradually go down. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that's how they did it in 2018 Skylanders too. So I'm not sure what their thought process was behind doing this. I guess they were hoping to make the grind a little bit longer to keep people interested more, but I mean, I can only farm 4-7 hard so many times. It gets very tedious and very boring after a while. I mean, I honestly, I go in every day now, and this is sort of an insight to, I think, how a lot of people are feeling. I go in every day now. I spend my energy. I do my daily stuff, Dark Subjugation and the Awakening Dungeon, and then sometimes I do my PvP wings. Sometimes I don't even do them. I think I missed like 5 or 10 this week, which is saying something since it's only Tuesday, right? So I think I did my 5 yesterday, and that's it. I didn't do them 5 afternoon. But I mean, it's just there's nothing to keep us interested, because we don't want to go in and farm 4-7 hard, because all we're getting is gold, and we don't have that chance for getting an upgrade, because obviously it's just gold. When we're farming C6 or C5, there's that chance that we get something good, and that sort of keeps a lot of us going. But with farming for gold, that just doesn't happen. So that's another issue. So as I was saying, either increase the rate so it's 100% to +1, and then gradually goes down, and keep the same cost, which again is still going to be a little bit of pain, but I think it's going to keep that farm that we need. And keep that sort of goal to reach without us, you know, instantly being able to +15 all the 6 stars we get, or keep the rates the same and then like quarter that cost, so make it like 20,000 gold instead. And and then only increase or only decrease the power up rate by a little bit. I think I read somewhere or heard from somebody that like to plus 15 it's like less than 2% or something to power up. If I'm wrong, please let me know. That's good information to know. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So I think those two things need to happen in conjunction. I think gold needs to be added to C5, C6, or any of the Cyclops dungeons really, and or we need to be able to sell and recycle ether, as well as the changes that need to happen to ether. So either increase the rate, keep the cost the same, or decrease the rate by quite a bit, and then or keep the rate the same and then decrease the cost quite a bit. So that's my thought on this. Gold, like I said, kind of an issue right now. A lot of people have been preaching it. More content obviously needs to come. I know they have that stuff coming with the PvP, but it's not coming until next year, which I guess is soon, depending on when they release it. I would highly suggest some guild content. Having that community and having that sort of obligation to others will keep people coming back more. So definitely need guild content soon, whether it's Guild Wars, whether it's something similar to how they have 2018, where you would fight a boss similar to Dark Subjugation, and then you would score based on how well you did, and then it would go against other guilds. So something like that is really needed to boost this game and make it alive. I mean, even adding a floor 7 or 8 for Cyclops to give people to strive for, and then, like I said, those gold changes, because right now I don't know anybody that's sitting in C6 farming it constantly, because there's no gold or ether to power up those runes that we get. So, and that's one more thing. I'm sorry. And then I'll stop with my suggestions to COM2US and to Activision to help keep this game that we've all really, I mean, everybody I've talked to has really enjoyed the time that we've had, except for at the end here where we're doing the same thing. I mean, a legendary 6-star ether, so note the best ether you can get in the game without any power-ups, you get 444 money. And I know this changes based on the maximum of substats and stuff like that, but this is a quarter to a third of what it costs to power it up to +1, or have a chance to power it up to +1, right? Because it's only 38%, less than 38%. I mean, that's 444 ether. I mean, obviously we're not going to be recycling the legendary ethers probably anytime soon, but that's not enough. It's not enough ether. So there you have it. I'll hop down off my pedestal now. I hope you guys agree with. I don't care if you agree. I think disagreement is good because it is the basis for conversation. So tell me what you guys think down in the description. I mean, in the comments. Please let me know if I'm, I don't think I'm off base here. I think this is an issue that all of us are starting to see now that we're getting to the end game, or past end game, right? Because a lot of us have beaten the game. There's nothing left to do. I'm just hoping that they put out enough stuff and enough content and enough changes that it's going to keep people really interested, but we really need that communication from them to see those changes and to know that they are listening to us. Because I mean, every YouTuber I have subscribed on YouTube, that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, has put out a video like this, and I'm following suit because, like I said, the more that we can get this out there, the better that it's going to be for the community. So again, thank you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.